Hello everybody and welcome back to another review by Redonkulous Gaming. I am Veetster and today I will be reviewing Nine Parchments by FrozenByte, which this channel had an opportunity to do an interview with a little over a month ago. I will provide links to the video and interview blogs in the description if you would like to check them out. In recent events, Electronic Arts has come under fire for the creation of loot boxes and the grinds of epic proportions to unlock parts of Battlefront 2 and a game design that lends itself to pay to win. There are even designs these days where games require you to pay $59.99 for the game, then another $39.99 just for the season pass, which gives you a few bonus multiplayer maps or to get more of the story in single player. So it is quite refreshing to find a game like Nine Parchments. Nine Parchments has you take on the role of a student at the Magic Academy. The headmaster is in the process of telling the class that they are the worst class he has ever seen and will not be promoting him to the advanced magical schools. However, in the middle of this lecture, an accident occurs and the pages of a spell book are blown away by the wind. You take it upon yourself to go adventuring and collect all the parchments that have blown away and complete your spell book to try to graduate. As you gallivant and explore the world in search of the parchments, you run into a variety of monsters and bosses that stand in your way to recovering all the parchments. Nine Parchments is a twin-stick shooter where you use the left analog stick to move around the map and then use the right analog stick to aim and target on your enemies. Each mage starts with 3 spells, and as you go through battles, you need to balance the mana for each one. The spells fall into several categories of elements from healing, lightning, frost, fire, and shadow. There are monsters that have elemental characteristics and resistances, and it is important to use the right spell because monsters will have an immunity to their elemental characteristic. Each character also has a teleport to help you get out of trouble instantly. There are 2 charges to the teleport that slowly refills as you use it, so it is important to strategically use your teleport, or you will be caught in a situation where you don't have it when you need it. The graphics for the game are beautiful. The colors are vibrant and creates a picturesque background that would be a great picture that you would want to hang on your wall. The game follows the lore that was created in the Trine series and follows the gorgeous palette that the Trine games have historically been known for. The monsters and bosses have gorgeous models, although FrozenByte does do a lot of reskinning to define the elemental characteristic of the monster. The music for the game makes it feel like there's a quirky humor to it and that it is embedded in a mystical and magical world. The sound effects and voices are well done, and when I have casted a spell, it sounded like how I expected to do when it hit a monster. FrozenByte has provided a complete package with the game. There is a great single-player campaign with 32 levels, out of which 8 are boss fights. Each level has feathers and chests to find, and some of them are well hidden that you might run right by them without realizing it. The game truly shines when you have 4 players. In the multiplayer scenario, everything is cranked up to the next level, because not only do you have to manage your mana, the enemy's resistances, the limited space with which to work, the greater amount of enemies, but also friendly fire. FrozenByte has made a unique aspect in the game where your spells can hit your allies. If you aren't watching where you are aiming, or they aren't watching where they are moving, they can easily get hit in the back by one of your spells. Because Nine Parchments really shines in the multiplayer realm, FrozenByte has done a great job in implementing a variety of ways to link up and play with your friends or random players. You have the ability to find local play with multiple controllers, through LAN play with your friends, online with friends and random people, or online with a group of completely random players. Multiplayer really adds extra dimension to the game, which you don't get by trying to collect the parchments by yourself. Nine Parchments allows you to unlock other characters and skins for those characters through specific achievements. There is so much to collect in the game, from feathers, chests, hats, staves, spells, and statistics on how much friendly fire you have dealt and how much friendly fire you have taken. However, with all this, there is an issue of replayability. Once you have collected all the items in the game, there's not much that really sets it apart with the next playthrough. FrozenByte tries to mitigate some of this by setting it such that at higher difficulty levels, the monsters randomly spawn instead of in a pattern, and this does add some dynamic to the game. FrozenByte does provide proof that if you make a game of passion, it can turn out amazing. You don't need to steep yourself in greed and develop a game around microtransactions. The gameplay for Nine Parchments is a solid 9 out of 10 because the multiplayer really creates a unique game each time you play it, and FrozenByte has made it easy to find a group to play with. The story is very simple and whimsical and is an 8 out of 10 because it's very straightforward and there really isn't much character development and the plot isn't extravagant by any stretch of the imagination. But it provides a necessary backbone for you to know what your goals and missions are. Overall, Nine Parchments is an 8.5 out of 10 and is a great game if you are looking for a multiplayer co-op game that doesn't require everyone to be in the same room like many of the party games on the Switch today. If you like this video, please let us know by clicking that like button, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also make sure to visit our website at redonkulousgaming.com for more Nintendo Switch news and reviews, and follow us on Twitter at redongaming. All information can be found in the description below.